Now listen, this ain't no make-believe. 5 years of Dynamite. And so I thought it would be appropriate to try to jog our memories and see if we can list off Dynamite moments. Preferably ones that we really liked, our top Dynamite moments. So I know I'm the one who came up with this idea. And so I'm putting you on the spot. So right now, I'm just gonna start hot with my number one.
It's back and forth. Yeah, okay, sure.
I'm gonna start with my number one.
Let's see if our number ones are the same.
My number one moment of Dynamite might be my number one moment in all of AEW. And it was when Darby Allin lost the TNT title to Miro. I watched this on a regular basis. And it's when Sting was with Darby and Miro was an absolute force of nature. And Darby is just getting annihilated by Miro and he can't believe it. And he looks over at Sting, and Sting gives him this look, and he mouths something to him. I don't know exactly what he says, but the subtext of his body language anyways, and what's on his face, is basically like, hey, you can't win them all. Sometimes you just have to accept fate. And Darby goes back into the storm, gives him everything he has, and Miro laughs it all off. Drops Darby Allin and wins cranks that accolade or game over, whatever it is, back.
Yeah.
And he wins the TNT title. That moment between Darby and Sting, I thought was something that was just really fucking awesome and really cool. And I always go back to it. So yeah, that's my top Dynamite moment of all time.
That's really good. I don't think it's as good as mine. My number one is Jeff Jarrett winning the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Deathmatch title. How could it be anything else? What are you laughing about?
Because I just did a solid 3 minutes of passion for the drama, like the top dramatic, tension-filled moment.
Yeah, that's great and all.
All right. My next, I think this was
Well, we didn't want to talk about Jeff Jarrett.
You just said it. Like, what is there more to say? He never defended that damn thing.
He won a title in AEW. He's having a career renaissance now.
Yeah.
He's probably one of the most respected veterans in all wrestling.
Oh, I agree. Last Outlaw. He's great.
He's great.
Yeah, and him winning a title, the Texas Texas Chainsaw
Deathmatch title. Had
was
Leatherface on it and everything.
Who did he fight in that match?
I don't remember. I just remember him winning.
I know he had like Satnam Singh with him. God, who did he fight in that match?
Here, you carry on with your number two. I'll look into it.
No. I want you to try to remember this. We got to try to remember this. All right. My number two, and I think this happened on Dynamite. I'm pretty sure it happened on Dynamite. And it was Brody Lee's Thirst Trap promo.
Oh, that was great. Yeah.
That was, and I think it was Dynamite. It was a promo on Cody Rhodes.
Did he also win? Did he also destroy Cody on like a Saturday edition of Dynamite?
I think that was Dynamite as well.
Yeah, that's actually might be my actual number one. Is when he destroyed Cody. Yeah,
that's like my number two, and it forced Cody to come back without the bleach blonde hair for an episode.
So Jeff Jarrett beat Jeff Hardy.
That is not what I never would have guessed that. I have no recollection of that being Jeff Hardy whatsoever.
Yeah,
that's
same.
Nuts. That's crazy. That is
Brody
crazy.
Lee wiping the floor with Cody to win the TNT title might actually be my number one.
Yeah, that was phenomenal. That was absolutely great. In the Thirst Trap promo. What kind of a man lets his wife? Oh, he was such a treasure. He was
really
such a,
was.
Somebody in the chat earlier mentioned the tribute episode, which was a lovely, amazing tribute, the way tribute should be done. I can't put that on my top list, though, because it breaks my heart. It absolutely breaks my heart. Another top moment for me, this will be my number three, I guess, after Cody getting just destroyed, would be Kenny Omega, Winter is Coming, beating Jon Moxley for the titles, for the title, and then saying, you'll find out more on Impact. And they went, you, me, and the Enforcer were watching live. We were like, what? We get to watch Impact now? That was, just for us, such a great moment.
Yeah, that was
And
pretty
Kenny's
crazy.
so fucking good.
Yeah, he
as a
is.
bad guy, especially.
I'm going to talk about a match that I've seen mentioned as one of the best on Dynamite, but not as much as I think needs to be mentioned, and that's Kenny versus Pac in an Iron Man match.
Oh, okay. All right.
It was like a half-hour Iron Man match on Dynamite, and it was awesome.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
It's one of the best matches they ever had on Dynamite. It's so dang good. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It is phenomenal.
I don't remember much about that.
Oh, it's so good, man.
Probably great, though. That's the thing about Dynamite. There's been a lot of just amazing matches.
There have been.
A lot of amazing matches out there. Let's see here. What other awesome moments on Dynamite have there been? Look, this is one of my favorites. Cody versus Andrade. When they did the flaming table spot, and people still just did not give a shit about Cody Rhodes.
We don't care. Was on
Cody.
Fire.
I think this was on Dynamite. Cody Rhodes, his last promo in AEW, when he talked about how he didn't get the contract offer he wanted.
Yeah, that's the first time he said, "So what do we want to talk about?" I think
it was. It was.
Yeah.
And then he ended up dropping that title to Sammy Guevara of all people. And in a really good match. It was a really fun match. I think that was like the ladder match or something.
Yeah, the ladder match. Yeah, that's the last match.
But yeah, what do you want to talk about? And he was like, opened up my box. I saw an offer. Wasn't quite the one that I wanted. So yeah, he went to go see Vince McMahon. Yeah. And now history's been made now.
I just had one.
Oh, I'm just trying to do something. Brings up Keith Lee's face after Rick Ross called him a big motherfucker.
Yeah, that was great.
That was good. That was awesome.
That was great. That was great.
I did send you, by the way.
I did. I did see that. I did see that. I was looking through that as well.
The 69 Me Dawn.
Yeah.
The great thing about Kenny Omega is that he's on cable television and he would do little things like that. Things that are like highly inappropriate for cable television. 69 Me Dawn, save me. That was one of my absolute favorites.
Probably the first few Miro promos he did that were pre-filmed.
Oh yeah, those were
like
great.
His early character work when he became the Redeemer was so good. It was so different and so refreshing, and seemingly had such depth to it. But it was both. Seemed like it was complex, but also he's making references to his flexible wife. He's talking about this like spiritual angst he's going through.
Mm-hmm, yeah,
and then referencing that at the same time. It was such an interesting juxtaposition of what he was talking about and tying it all together. It was so good.
Yeah, it was good.
It was so good.
I'm looking at this thread of goofy Dynamite moments, and this one here is Shaq being in the ambulance and then he disappeared.
Yeah. Yeah, that was great.
Oh, I remember this one too. Remember when Kenny and Don were so great together when they had that painting commission of both of them shirtless with jeans on?
Yeah.
Maggie got me the poster of that. It's around here somewhere, but it's not visible on the camera. Let's see here. Oh, there was that bit where, I remember this. Lance Archer was backstage destroying people, and he threw a guy up into the roof.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or into the ceiling, rather.
Yeah, that was great.
That was good stuff.
Oh, when Swerve and AR Fox went to Nick Wayne's house.
Oh, that was legitimately awesome.
That was fantastic.
That was legitimately awesome, yeah. Somebody posted when Alistair or Malachi Black had the blood coming out of his butt.
Like it was coming out of his butt.
Oh, God. Oh, that's so funny.
Oh,
that is so funny.
I'll never forget. What I'll never forget, not that it's good, but when Andrade made his debut.
Doing the 69.
Yeah. When Andrade made his debut at Daly's place.
Yes.
And no music.
No music.
No pageantry, no drama, just Vicky Guerrero yelling, "Excuse me."
Yeah. Yeah.
What an underwhelming way to debut somebody.
That was good. Oh, man. Yeah, there's been a lot of... when Tony Khan said the name Giannis, I can't even pronounce his last name properly.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. There's been a lot of weird shit. Snoop Dogg splash. I remember that. Rick Ross saying accusations, false accusations was a great one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
A lot of memories. First 5 years of Dynamite.
A lot of great memories. The first 5 years of Dynamite. Yeah, I appreciate the first year or so of Dynamite. First 6 months of Dynamite. It was just they're trying a lot of being the elite shit. You know, they're really trying to tie in the being the elite energy to cable television.
Yeah, wasn't quite working.